Hello, everybody, and welcome to our IWC Radio Revolution preview show for AEW tonight. Joining me this evening, it's a full card. It's a full house here. Chucks, Will, Beans, all here, live and in person almost. How you guys doing?
Hello.
I've missed that.
Yeah, kind of. Same here. I kind of missed that as well. I've kind of missed that myself. How you guys doing?
It's better than the Goldberg pop, isn't it?
No, I love Goldberg.
Do you?
Well,
What? Even in the last 24 hours?
even more so. Look at the prediction game.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
there we go. Here's a shot.
I am Goldberg's #1 fan.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is here's a shot of what I'm gonna be drinking. Apparently, Coca-Cola came out with the new cherry vanilla drink here. I'm about to crack it open and give it a try.
Wow, Envision
Whoa.
can open.
There's my biggest fan over there, by the way. There you go. Let's see.
Wow.
Yeah, it definitely tastes like cherry and vanilla. So there you go. Ta-da! Voila. There you go. Yeah, that's what the can looks like. It's kind of like a mixture of the vanilla, which I already drank through, and the cherry. So I kind of like the advertising on it, if you ask me.
I can't remember the last time I had proper Coke.
Yeah, how's that sugar tax doing over there?
Expensive.
I think Chuck's response to that is all I need to know.
Yeah, you reminded me.
Sorry.
It's still a thing.
Yeah.
Have you noticed though? It only applies to Pepsi and Coke.
Yeah.
You can buy full like Dr. Pepper and Fanta and
Really?
Well,
you can
those have all got
pay as
sweeteners in.
little. Yeah, it's all got the same shit in it.
Well, like a bag of sugar is no more expensive.
Well, that as well.
Yeah. That's just weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why they just single out cola.
Is it
It may
because
be that those have more sugar in than anything else.
it just because
I
it's the
don't
same
know, I
company
just-
that makes them all anyway?
Well, Pepsi and Coke are different, aren't they?
Pepsi Coke, yeah.
Yeah. That's
But like,
so
I can
weird.
believe that cola in general has loads more sugar in, but all of the other colas are still cheaper. Like Tesco's own
Yeah,
cola,
yeah.
like a supermarket cola, is no more expensive. I've had like cream sodas, which are sweet as hell,
Yeah.
and they're no more expensive.
Well, I always thought, I mean, I'm maybe very wrong on this, I don't know. I always thought Dr. Pepper had loads of sugar in it because it was very sweet.
No, it's all aspartame now. It tastes like ass.
Ugh.
And Sprite as well has gone that way.
That's pretty.
Yeah, we just have like Sprite Zero and whatnot nowadays.
Well, we had Sprite Zero, and then Sprite just became Sprite Zero, and
Ugh.
Yeah,
I would be throwing hands. If someone was like, okay, here's a Sprite, and it tasted like Sprite Zero with aspartame, I would... Oh,
yeah.
gross.
I just hate that
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
they act like you can't tell the difference.
Yeah,
you
that's what
totally
I'm
can't. Yeah, Mountain Dew's got a new, like, zero sugar drink. And it's like, it's got the same taste as regular Mountain Dew.
Same
I'm
great taste.
I'm like, I
It's
bet it
not the
doesn't.
same taste.
I bet it doesn't.
It's like,
Does it still
Pepsi
make
Max?
Does it still make your mouth turn green?
What? Wait, what? Oh, Mountain Dew. I've never had that change my tongue color or anything like that. No.
Oh, that was. Like, I remember drinking some of that stuff when I was over there, and Jesus, what are we going to glow in the dark?
It's radioactive.
What was the drink? They banned it for a bit and it came back.
Surge?
No, Orange, Sunny Delight.
Sunny Delight, yeah.
People were drinking loads of that and turning yellow.
Yeah, I used to have
God.
quite a bit of that.
What?
That was really sweet, and
I've
now
never
that
heard of
tastes
that.
like aspartame as well. That's also
Really?
That's another
People
one.
were drinking Sunny Delight and turning yellow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just called.
Google it.
It's called Sunny D now over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it got banned
Oh,
for
no,
a bit over here for that reason. It was turning people yellow.
Weird.
How can a drink turn you yellow? What the fuck are they doing? Bathing in it?
Well, do you guys have Arby's over there? Because it's kind
No.
of
No.
Okay. Well, to some you would probably say you're not missing much. I don't particularly mind Arby's. I'm not crazy about it, but I love them on Instagram. To where like they do all this, like I occasionally get like an ad for them, and it's like some sort of like artwork that's like really well done. Here, let me throw this up on the stream here. Not too long ago, a few days ago, I noticed this. This is somebody, I guess, did this in an Arby's sauce packet where they apparently drew John Moxley and Chris Jericho for tonight's AEW Revolution. Yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. I don't know how
That's
they
pretty
did it.
good.
That's incredible.
That can't be real.
I don't know, man. I don't know. If it is real, they did a great job. If not, it's still incredible art.
It's still pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. And they do that like all the time with like popular trends and like pop culture and whatnot. So it's really cool. I like them. That's the one thing I like about Arby's. Aside from their like beef and cheddar.
Yeah, just to clarify, Beans, it was 1999 and it was in Wales. And it was a 4-year-old girl who was drinking 1.5 litres of the drink a day.
Oh, do you know what? Now you've said that, I seem to remember. I don't know. Was there a similar story when a guy announced that he was drinking like 4 2-litre bottles of Coke a day or something and then died?
I don't know, that would probably do it, yeah.
He was hit by a bus, but you know.
Yeah, but he was hit by a bus because he was busy drinking.
I don't know how. Like I wouldn't mind drinking a hell of a lot of Coke every day because it tastes nice, but I would be peeing constantly.
Yeah.
I don't know how people can survive. Like I know my bladder's pretty tiny. You know, pretty bad these days, especially at night. You know, getting older than that. But
Hang on a minute, you're younger than me.
Well, everyone's younger than you.
How many times do you have to get up in the night to take a piss?
More than zero. Let's put it that way. It shouldn't be any.
It shouldn't be any. It's still
It shouldn't
not
be
any
any.
for me.
Minimum of one,
You're drinking too much Coke.
probably. You can too much anything before bed. I think that's just.
I used to work with a guy who, you can't buy them anymore, you could get 3-litre bottles of Coke.
Yeah.
And he'd come into work and plonk one on his desk, and that'd be about 9 o'clock in the morning. By 3 o'clock, it would be gone.
Wow.
That was every day. I think he's dead now.
I'm going to say, is this someone that worked with you in the National Health Service, possibly?
No, this was in Virgin Media.
Oh, right.
Telewest, as it was called.
Ah, yeah.
God, you're not that old. How were you at working age when Telewest was a thing?
Well, it's a bit of an anomaly. I can never say that word.
Sounds like cash in hand to me.
I started the day it changed to Virgin Media.
Oh, right.
So I did my training with Telewest, and the day I started properly, we were Virgin Media. So technically, I work for both.
I guess so.
Anyway.
Can I just say that this conversation that we've had for like the last 10 minutes about drinks and jobs has been a hell of a lot more exciting than fucking Super Showdown was.
I think we were just doing anything to avoid talking about it, weren't we?
Yeah, should we get into the review here?
Well, I don't know. If you want to start talking football, then
The wrestling was great, wasn't it?
I think it's
Hey,
pretty
look,
good.
if Will does not want to talk about football when he's still 22 fucking points clear at the top of the league.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose.
And
We were gonna-
I'm building myself up to us probably getting smashed by Everton tomorrow.
That would make the weekend quite good if that did happen, actually. And then Villa's nicking the cup as well. That would be quite good.
Yeah, it's. I know
That
it's
sigh of
unlikely to happen, but
resignation.
I can't be confident.
Really?
An Athletic anymore?
Well, it's yeah. After Wigan,
Wow.
don't know.
I've been burned.
That was I don't know. Surely you're winning that tomorrow. Then again, I
You'd
thought we
think
were winning today, so.
Too bad, though. It's not the best time to be playing them, I don't think.
Mm.
Should we get into
dunno.
the review here? Just to get it out of the
Just
way.
getting bored.
No, we're going to continue talking about football until you understand more about West Ham United.
How are the Ham and Eggers doing?
They won today.
Hey, good for them.
They did. But they're having a poor season.
Oh,
Yeah, they're probably getting relegated.
They're fighting for the
Really?
lives at the moment.
oh, that's not
Is
good.
that bad?
I
Yeah,
think
they're
they're
like a point
point
above.
off. Yeah.
Yeah, the relegation zone.
Oh my god.
To be
And
fair,
then,
that-
obviously with tonight's result,
Watford
certain
beating
teams
us
like
this kind of-
Now I gotta cheer for Barcelona.
Viva Barcelona.
Viva Barcelona!
Good lord.
All right, I'm gonna cue up the music here.
Yeah, Watford beating us
Barcelona?
is kind of open things
Yes.
up.
Yes, the music for Barcelona. Yes. No, the Super Showdown card here, which happened on Thursday. Where is it? There it is. There we go. Nope, that's the well, we'll get into Revolution in a bit. Hold on, let me close out of that. There we go. There it is. Super Showdown, which happened this past Thursday, exclusively on the WWE Network. Nobody got trapped in Saudi Arabia this time around, at least as far as I know.
No, but they were still stupid enough to do a show 24 hours before they had to be in Boston.
Yeah.
Why do they keep doing that?
And with the coronavirus outbreak as well.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of people in
Can
the
I-
front row that had like face masks on because they were, I guess.
Can I just point out that I question the intelligence of people that attended Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia?
Why is
Seeing
that?
as any time that they was wearing a face mask and someone came out that they liked, they thought it was a good idea to take it off. I can't count the amount of times that I saw someone that pulled it down just so they could do a chant and then pulled it back up, and I'm thinking, that's not how this works.
Aren't the face masks kind of pointless anyway? I did read this somewhere.
Yeah, they don't work.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a load of different kinds, and some of them are for like DIY breathing
Yeah.
dust, and they're not going to do any good.
I mean, it,
Well,
and
they're
the
definitely not
ones
going to
that
do any
actually will-
good if you don't fucking wear them, are you?
The ones that will protect you are like the proper surgical masks that cost a fortune and are just overkill.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the reality is it's like a cold or the flu or something, and you're not going to get it just from being out and about. You
Give
have to
it-
be in some close contact with someone for
Yeah.
a prolonged period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Give it like a month or whatever, and this whole thing will blow over.
Yeah, so I heard someone else say something similar. Yeah. I think it's all fuss about nothing.
Yeah. Ebola turned out to be pretty much nothing.
Yeah. That was like the
Swine
latest
flu.
thing. Swine flu, yeah, SARS.
SARS.
I'm not sure I would feel comfortable in saying that all these things turned out to be pretty much nothing when we know people
Well,
died.
I did die. That's why I died.
My God.
Oh my god.
Well, that's because you had your £6,000 surgical mask.
Yeah, I did. I put on Kane's old welding mask. Just can't be too sure about these things.
That's why I only wore it that one time, because someone pinched it.
Yeah.
I've got a Rey Mysterio mask somewhere. Will that work?
No, because the mouth is cut out.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah. You're protected with everything but the mouth on that one.
If you're going
Also-
cold, it'll protect you from people noticing. But
And also, as well, if you wear it, there's a good chance that someone's going to beat the shit out of it.
I just wanted to wear it on the bus for a laugh. Anyway.
Yeah, let's Super Showdown, the preview, or the pre-show. Had the Viking Raiders and the OC. I believe the OC won that one.
I didn't see the pre-show. I didn't see any of it.
Yeah, I didn't see the pre-show either. But
The big guy Raider went to go for a moonsault, and somebody from the OC rolled out of the way, and they capitalized off of that for the win, I believe. So, haha, point for me.
that's it.
Ah.
The rest of us thought the Raiders would win because the OC never wins anything. But apparently in Saudi Arabia, these guys are unbeatable.
Yeah, they're the best tag team in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, best tag team in the Middle East.
They're the Mansoor of Saudi Arabia.
Maybe they're just like really over because it's Asia and they worked in Japan. I don't know if they've ever mentioned that before, but they worked in Japan.
Really?
They worked all over Japan.
Really? Never heard of it.
Yeah. They don't talk about it enough. But before they were in WWE, they worked in Japan, in lots of places like Tokyo and Osaka, and they went out partying in Roppongi. So just in case they never mentioned that, now you know.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. So yeah, they're also really good in Saudi Arabia apparently. Were they in Riyadh this time, or was it?
Yes, Riyadh. It
It
was
was-
not the beautiful city of Jeddah.
I was going to say, have they been in anywhere other than Riyadh?
Yeah, the
Yes.
beautiful city of Jeddah.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Sorry.
And don't forget Crown Jewel as well.
Oh, yeah.
They were in
Oh,
Crown
yeah,
Jewel.
that wonderful play.
Yeah.
They were in
Then it
Crown
turned
Jewel.
out to be
They
Manchester.
were in World Cup.
What was going on with the I'll say arena, but it wasn't. It was some sort of car park with some seats at the back.
Is that true? They just did it in a car park.
It was some sort of concert venue, but if you look at it in daylight, it's literally a car park with some seats at the back.
Massive tailgate.
Can I also just say how much that I laughed out loud that Goldberg's dressing room was a
The trailer.
storage,
Yeah,
a storage
oh my
container
God.
that probably came from Japan.
Oh, my
But it also had a very fancy door handle on it.
So
Oh,
apparently
did you? Remember the handle? What was that all about? Yeah.
it's called the Mohammed Abdu Arena on the Boulevard.
Yeah.
It's just on a boulevard?
It's in the middle of the road. Yeah.
There's a shot of the trailer, by the way. Of what Beam was talking about. Couldn't get a shot of the door.
Oh yeah. Temporary cabin.
Lovely door handle. I think the same as my bathroom door handle.
I gotta be honest, I didn't take notice of the door handle. I was like, what the fuck? Why are these in like a movie trailer? And there was like a desk inside and all this other stuff. It kind of looked like one of the old Nitros. I was waiting for like Kevin Nash to come out and lawn dart Rey Mysterio into the side of it, you know?
Oh, that wasn't Rey Mysterio. That was Will just wearing the mask.
Alright, what else happened on the show? What was next?
Well, someone spiked Rey Mysterio into the side of something. I guess it wasn't Kevin Nash, it was Luke Gallows. But that's a thing that happened. We had the gauntlet match for the two-week trophy, the prestigious two-week trophy, even though
It was made of plastic.
never a thing.
And had an LED bulb in it.
Yeah.
Looked like one of them fancy candles.
Kinda, yeah, like a flameless candle, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. It's a nice ornament to take home. So, this
Yeah,
was
well, speaking of
a
taking
gauntlet
home,
match. Yeah, maybe not. Gauntlet match: AJ Styles, Andrade, Bobby Lashley, Eric Rowan, R-Truth, and Rey Mysterio, and the winner was The Undertaker.
Yeah. R-Truth somehow beat Bobby Lashley. And then, what was it, Andrade. And Eric Rowan, who got himself disqualified. And then when AJ came out, it was too much for him. And then they cut to the shot that you were talking about with Rey Mysterio getting beat up backstage, and then Mike Rome on the mic said something like, if AJ Styles' opponent doesn't come out here to the count of 10, then AJ wins. So he
got to about 7 and then just stopped counting.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the Undertaker came out. Took forever to get to the ring, and the referee didn't proceed to count out the Undertaker. So when AJ called him the worst referee in the biz, he wasn't kidding.
Yeah.
That should have been a win for Styles, in my opinion.
It should have been, by default. Undertaker takes too damn long to get down the ramp. And finally, after all these years, it costs him.
Yeah, well, if somebody had the balls to do that. Somebody had to just, flat out count out the Undertaker because he couldn't make it down to the ringside. It was weird.
Well, that was it. He won the match.
Yeah, he didn't take his
walked off without the trophy.
Oh yeah,
he left the trophy there.
He just he looked at it and that was it.
Oh well, yeah.
Well, seriously, what do you expect him to do?
I want him to.
What if they
pick it?
You would have a hell of a lot more problems if he picked that up and held it above his head.
Yeah. What if they did the storyline where he had the power of the urn? What if they did that, but instead of the urn, it's the Tuwaiq mountain range in Saudi Arabia? That's where he gets his power from.
They should have him come out on TV with the trophy. Then, obviously, with it, the only reason anyone ever wins a trophy is because the heels are going to smash it, right? That's heat. So someone else comes out, maybe AJ, maybe the OC. They smash the trophy. They're like, we smashed your trophy, Undertaker. Undertaker says, I don't give a shit. I made $1 million.
It wasn't a trophy. It was a scented candle.
I don't think you realise why I was there. It wasn't for the trophy.
Yeah.
I got a lot of oil money.
It was all about the money.
God. For real. So nobody gets a point there.
No one gets a point there. We all got screwed. Then it was Miz and Morrison beating the New Day to become the SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Beans
out of nowhere.
There you go.
Woo!
And yeah, point for Beans. I guess we should have seen it coming. They would built them up pretty well.
I guess,
and the New Day do win and lose a lot of tag titles.
I just thought, they're going to want something to happen on the show.
I think Usos are probably going to win it back off of Miz and Morrison, I feel. Maybe at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it could be. I think this one must have been the match of the night, kind of by default.
Oh, yeah?
Well, there's not much else here, is there?
Well,
I've got to say, you probably could have watched all 3 main events, couldn't you, in fucking 6 minutes flat?
So Goldberg Fiend was about 3 minutes. Lesnar Ricochet 1.5. What do you consider? What's the other one? Reigns Corbin?
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
That was fairly long.
Yeah, I think you're right. Especially with Kofi doing that one spot where he leapt out of the ring and just landed, and Miz didn't even bother to catch him.
I think I was thinking Undertaker as if it was actually a match, but obviously.
So point for Beans on that one. Congratulations to you. Damn it. Then I can't believe we all predicted Humberto Carrillo to finally win against Angel Garza. We're all idiots. Of course he's not. He never beats Angel Garza. Angel Garza wins again.
No, actually, Humberto never wins, period.
Apparently.
Yeah. Jeez.
And now Andrade's back, so there's someone else you can lose to.
And chat says the failed trust fall felt like a shot at Miz from the WWE universe that talks about how Miz is reckless with catching high flyers. Yeah, probably. He has a notorious reputation of just not catching people on the outside, so...
That was so long ago, but still, it was bad.
I agree. So no point there. Also,
so no points there.
No point, no Zelina Vega at all for Angel Garza or Andrade.
Yeah.
She was smart to stay off of the show. And the crowd was really dead for this match. Not literally, but like figuratively.
You just couldn't hear them through the masks.
Yeah.
You're right, yeah.
So at this point, we're 4 matches in.
Yeah.
16 predictions, and only 2 points out of the lot.
Oh my god.
This was a bad night for us up until now. Match 5 was the Raw Tag Team titles. We had Seth Rollins and Murphy retaining against the Street Profits. And that's points all round, finally. Getting some points on the board.
Sorry, I can't take Murphy seriously because I just keep thinking of RoboCop.
I keep thinking of Gunner. When are we going to get Gunner called up for?
Yeah, Gunner and Murphy.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be taking your prediction advice and putting money on it? Alright, at this rate, Ed, I don't know. At least not me, because look where I am.
I was just going to say, who the hell have you been taking advice off that you could put money on?
What was this? Rollins Murphy. So, yeah, that was a match that happened.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Really wasn't.
Really? Ah. It was a match.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of matches that were fine, Mansoor, as we all predicted even before it was a thing, Mansoor wins. Does it matter who we beat? Not really.
No.
He won.
That should just put that as the match there. Mansoor wins match.
Mansoor wins a match. Yeah.
So who's your prediction on winning?
He's
that?
basically like being booked like the Saudi Arabian Undertaker, isn't he, at WrestleMania now?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know,
he's
the
got
Undertaker is the Saudi Arabian Undertaker.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty easy gig, like to compete twice a year and then do exactly the same fucking speech at the end of each match. To be honest, actually, I was watching this and I just thought, I actually feel like I've just watched the last show just again.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Mansoor wins. He beats Dolph Ziggler and then says something about Saudi Arabia is here and it's never going away, or I don't know, whatever it was. Okay, I'd like to see more of him, like on the actual shows,
Yeah.
because he is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait until when are they coming back? October?
Sounds about right, yeah.
Then we have Ricochet coming out to challenge Brock Lesnar. And poor guy. I don't know what he did to deserve this.
There was that pre-match promo where that's basically like, why not me? Why can't I be WWE champion? And they had for a brief moment of him holding the WWE Championship going up against Drew McIntyre for the WrestleMania title card. It was a slight graphic of that. And I was like, oh, we're going this route of hypotheticals. But other than that, I think that's just a dream match right now for the time being.
Yeah.
I was a little bit gutted just purely from the standpoint that the promo that he did beforehand was actually fairly decent. And when he came out and he did the serious look, waiting for Lesnar to come out, I thought, actually, this could be really good, if it's booked right, and put him on the map kind of thing. And yeah, so much for that. But I'm sure Vince had a right good laugh.
Yeah, Lesnar does have these great matches with the smaller guys. I don't know if it's I always hear that he has great matches with people he likes. So an AJ or a Finn Balor or whatever. If he likes you, is going to have a great match with you. Maybe he doesn't like Ricochet. Maybe that's the answer. Because this was short. He just destroyed him, totally squashed him, threw him around. Didn't even kick out of an F5 like everyone else does these days. Done. Ricochet is done. Roman Reigns beat King Corbin in a steel cage match. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Oh, we all did.
Yeah, we all did. But who would have thought to bring your own chain to lock up the door? That was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And
He
and that
locked the door and then it got unlocked again.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, I mean, somebody did point out like the psychology was kind of like a little bit off because, you know, they lock the door. Reigns locks the door. Corbin goes out of his way to try to escape at one point, and then Reigns like drags him off or does some move to get him off of the corner, and then Reigns tries to escape over the cage.
Yeah.
Immediately after, which was kind of weird. So
it's a WWE cage match. That's what happens.
it was no Cody Wardlow, that's for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was a good cage match.
Yes.
And then apparently they're not doing escape rules, I guess.
Good.
In AEW, it's great. So glad they're doing their own thing. So Reigns wins, points all round. Then Bayley beat Naomi. This split us. Me and Will get a point for this one. Smoke Beans, you thought Naomi was going to do it.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't come up with the finish of sticking the shoe upside somebody's shirt.
Somebody's modesty T-shirt.
Yeah. Or somebody else on Twitter called it Saudi's oppression towards women.
Wow.
Bayley wins by Saudi Arabian oppression to women. There you go.
Exactly.
God. Unfucking believable. Well, at least it was a title match. I mean, nobody threw anything from what I saw at either Naomi or Bayley like they did at Natty. So
No.
there's that, I guess.
Well, that's because it wasn't Natty.
Yeah, I wanted Naomi to win. That was just the long and short of it. I really don't care for Bayley on this heel run that she's on. She's really boring. I hate to say that, but she's really boring. So
You don't hate to say that.
I do, because I just said it. She's just it's not working for me. How about that?
No, I don't think it working for anyone, to be fair. But no, I just thought with them doing the last show, they did the first ever women's match, didn't they? And then this was obviously the first women's title match. So I thought that they might actually have switched it just purely because it was the moment kind of thing. But I guess that'll happen next time.
Yeah, and rumor has it that this match was originally scheduled for WrestleMania.
Oh.
Yeah, and they decided to put it on the Saudi show for some reason. And the chat says, so does that mean that Saudi Arabia is a heel since they created women's modesty and therefore helped Bayley? I think Saudi Arabia is a heel because they hate women.
They don't hate women. They just think men are better.
They kind of hate women.
They're not fans of women.
Yeah.
No, they... I don't know. Can't even play devil's advocate with this one.
Tough sell.
Really is.
What was next after? Oh, it was the. I guess it was
the main event, of the
man.
evening. Goldberg came out of his shipping container.
with his nice door handle.
with an amazing door handle. And then The Fiend came out with a severed head.
Forward.
Yeah.
So I was wondering, is he going to come out with the head? That might be a bit too close to home.
Yeah, we came
Oh
out,
my god!
Oh wait, he came out with the severed head lantern thing at the last Saudi show when he faced Seth Rollins. The thing was, it wasn't lit up. This time it was lit up this time around. So I don't know what changed.
Well, next time round they do it, it'll be it'll have the smoke coming out of it next time as well.
Oh god. I guess, yeah.
And then I don't really know what happened here. I don't know why they've been doing this Fiend thing for so long. Only to then have Goldberg just beat him.
You made Seth Rollins look like a fucking puss.
Everyone.
For nothing.
Daniel Bryan too.
Bryan, yeah, he lost his hair.
He lost his hair.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Goldberg, you're not gonna. You know,
I mean,
I don't want to say it, but
could have lost his beard.
he could have pulled his beard out. Yeah.
I mean, he didn't need to worry about losing his dignity.
That's for damn sure. So, like, Goldberg hits the Fiend with, like, 8 spears or whatever, and then tries to go for the jackhammer, which looked more like a vertical suplex. 1, 2, 3, that's it. New champion, which somehow reverted the Universal title, or the WWE title, back to its original state, instead of the custom one. And then Goldberg...
No, that's the Universal.
Yeah.
You're right.
Oh, that is Universal? Okay, well, there you go. Yeah. And, yeah.
I'm just glad he didn't do what the Fiend did and have his face on the belt.
Yeah.
Snarling Goldberg face.
Nobody wants that.
And it's also pointing out that Michael Cole and Corey Grace were trying to talk about how no one kicks out of the Goldberg spear, and he almost died laughing at that. I have to agree, yeah.
If he did put his face on the belt, though, it would be like it would be the like version that they use for the match graphic, you know, like the one when he's about 35 instead of 50.
This is absolutely horrifying. I gotta throw this up on the stream. That is way more scary than the actual.
What the shit?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Next championship, was it?
Dude, that's
pre-order $720.
Oh.
What is that? 72297 Australian dollars. How much is that in real money?
That's the wrong thing I'm saying.
It's
Let's see. Hold on.
723 Australian dollars in. Let's see, GB.
US dollar, it's 471 bucks over here.
It's 360 quid.
Jesus. Wow. Yeah, I don't know about it. That's way more scary than that's way more scary than the original Fiend custom championship. If only that was real. I would be like, you know what? Maybe this Goldberg thing pans out, alright? But for right now, no. That, I don't understand why you would just toss away, like, what? 6 months of building up Bray Wyatt's character only for him to be fed to Goldberg?
Yeah.
Just because you don't have a decent, I don't know, outlook on fucking WrestleMania and the rumor lingering around that they're going to outsource their pay-per-views to, like, ESPN Plus and whatnot. Not a fan.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're doing the damnedest to try and get rid of British fans, aren't they?
Yeah, apparently.
Put the fucking thing on BT Sport where your fan base has dropped significantly, and then, you know, the one thing that you do have is the network, but now we're going to take the pay-per-views off and you can fucking pay for them as well.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible. So, how did we do here? I think Will got them all.
How we did. This is an interesting one because, you know, we all had the bad start. Will actually predicted Goldberg right, believe it or not.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
How is the one who's got Vince in the ear?
Yeah. So in second is everyone else. Will wins it.
Wow.
The rest of us would join 5 out of 10. Will got 6. So it's a close one. But Goldberg won it for him.
Still taking the win.
There you go. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So,
so after that, that whole pay-per-view was to give Will 1 extra point.
Yeah.
We're all exactly where we were. No movement.
Oh.
That's just it.
And in the chat said it pays to not show up to the show, Will.
Yeah.
There you go. So with that, we'll keep the music going here because now we can get into AEW Revolution for this evening here. There we go.
This is where I really do fail because I haven't got a clue who anybody is.
There you go.
Neither's Goldberg, but he wins.
Yeah.
Well,
Where should we start here? I guess at the top.
We will start at the pre-show because we actually know who's on it this time. Because AEW actually announced stuff. It's kind of weird, but they're doing it and it seems to work. SoCal Uncensored, Kazarian and Scorpio Sky. Chris Daniels on the outside because I don't know, there's something going on with that guy.
Is he
Don't
the
know if I should be
exalted one?
trusting him.
Yeah.
Apparently Raven was in the crowd last week.
Yeah. He was.
I totally missed it, but
either last week or 2 weeks ago, yeah. He was
yeah,
there.
a couple of weeks. No one mentioned anything.
Yeah, nobody mentioned it on commentary or anything like that. I think some people speculated it was just like a red herring to throw people off.
Probably. I think the Daniels thing's a red herring too.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I like that they're throwing things out there. Keeps it fun. SoCal Uncensored versus the Dark Order. So that's the main Dark Order. Apparently they have Alex Reynolds and Long John Silver on the outside.
Are they the Beaver Boys?
Possibly. They're the Creepers now.
Oh,
yeah, the Beaver Boys. There you
God. Awful tag team name.
go. Yeah.
Awful.
Beaver Boys.
I just hear that right? They called the Beaver Boys.
And
Yep.
the chat says, I thought Brandon Cutler was in the Dark Order. It's possible if that happened on AEW Dark. It's a show I don't watch, but if that's happened, I'll take your word for it. And it gives something for him to do at least, if that's true. But okay, yeah. I'll
Didn't
take a look.
What happened with I can't remember who it was. Someone took a mask and went out. One of the Japanese
Oh,
wrestlers.
Shima.
Has he joined?
Don't know yet. He was teasing that he might.
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna get, because like other people have said that it's possibly Matt Hardy, but he's still under contract with WWE.
Not for long.
Not for
They
long.
could drag it out a little while.
Yeah. So
I
mean,
did.
it could be.
I did read one of the few things of AEW I kind of kept up on. I did read that apparently Hardy's contract expires at midnight tonight.
Oh.
So there was some question of whether or not the show could go past midnight just so they could have him show up.
Yeah.
Oh, so what is it? It's supposed to end at midnight, I guess.
Yeah.
So they would have to have the main event and then bring the Dark Order back for like.
Well, let's put it this way: if
supplemental
the Dark
main event.
Order's the main event, there's a good chance that that's happening.
They're on the pre-show, and then they're going to come back and just lay everyone out in the main event. It would be fun. Maybe they could tease it in some way that's not Matt Hardy appearing in a How would you do it?
Did they get away with a video appearance? I suppose not really, because he's still in the contract, isn't he?
But could you have Rebby Sky show up?
Ooh.
You could have King Maxwell be the Exalted One.
That'd be great.
Senor Benjamin tending to some gardens,
And saying
Could
in
you
the chat,
You could show the Hardy compound, right? Just without him.
Yeah. And the chat says Matt Hardy's laugh over the PA, like they have a recorded laugh from something.
with someone just imitating his laugh or something like that. Yeah. Or have it in the Hardy compound and then like the back of a chair with him, like was it Dr. Claw did that?
Yeah, from
what was the
Gadget.
guy that? Yeah, right. That you see the back of the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll work. So I'm going with just after all of that, I'm going with Stu Grayson and the Fat Man.
That is Dark Order.
Yeah.
Okay. Dark Order.
Who you guys picking? Because they've been building up this whole Exalted thing for so long. I think it's going to come to a head, or at least maybe hype it up to Dynamite this Wednesday.
Yeah, I think it's worth them winning. SCU lost the belts.
Yeah.
They seem to be on the decline.
Yeah.
I'll probably say Dark Order.
I'll go Dark Order as well.
Okay. Thanks for making me right so much when it could have just been SCU. Everyone making me right the longer option.
I assume you're going with Dark Order?
You could just do DO, it's even less letters.
Yeah, just do. Are you going with Dark Order, Chucks?
Yeah, Dark Order all round. It seems to make more sense. Then on the main show we have Pac the Bastard versus Orange Cassidy.
Sorry, I don't know why, but that sounded so much better when you said it. The Bastard.
The Bastard. I'd say in a slightly northern accent.
It's even better when he says it because it's that Geordie accent.
Yeah.
I'm like a honey badger. I know your bastard face up.
This is Orange. God. This is Orange Cassidy's first match in AEW, and doggone it, he's gonna try.
Yeah, that was the promise. He's gonna try.
Pac hasn't been winning lately, so I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna go with the Bastard Pac.
He's too big of a deal to lose to Orange Cassidy, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would do that.
I don't know why either. I mean, coming off that Iron Man match, where the thing that gets me is he's been terrorizing Michael Nakazawa on Dynamite for weeks now, and Kenny Omega just doesn't care at this point.
Yeah.
And then they have the Iron Man match, which ends in a tie, and it ended up with Omega getting the win for some reason. So I'm just like, okay, well.
I hate that finish.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
they did the tie, overtime, yada yada yada.
But it always seems to be the face is in the submission hold.
Yep.
And gets saved by the bell, and then wins because it gets restarted.
Yep.
So they get out of the hold through they didn't earn their way. They didn't out wrestle the guy.
Right.
They got saved. The hold gets broken, and then they win.
Yeah.
Just surely the heel should win that way.
And who made the ruling?
That's a good question.
Was it Tony Khan? Was it the Exalted one? Who made the ruling to queue up overtime? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Aubrey Edwards.
Yeah, maybe. So you got Beans. Pac or Pockets? That was a terrible pun, I'm sorry.
It's really bad.
What the hell was that?
I might just write down Pockets if you pick up Orange Cassidy.
I'm gonna pick the Bastard. It's gotta be the Bastard.
Alright. Beans?
I was gonna say I wanted you to write the Bastard, so
You got it.
thank you. Thank you.
Where did Beans go?
Yeah.
He's gone.
Did he just vanish? Shucks, who you got? How about that?
I got the pack as well, of course.
Putting pockets down.
Pockets.
Can you guys hear me?
No, not
No, there you go.
pockets. Pockets is Orange Cassidy. I got the actual pack.
Oh.
I heard you, but
Now
you
we can
don't
hear
see
you,
the
Beans.
chicken.
What's up?
What's going on here? Because you asked me what the prediction was, and I gave it you. And like,
No, we
You
asked what it
didn't
was,
say
and then you just weren't there.
Yeah. You didn't say anything.
I didn't hear anything after that. Yeah.
I said pack.
Oh, okay.
After wheel.
I was really wanting to have somebody pick Orange Cassidy for the pockets pun. I'm sorry.
Why don't you do it then?
No. You see my score? It's barely hanging on by a thread here.
I don't know actually. What have we got?
Hang on a minute. You're barely holding on by a thread here. Why does that not stop you in the WWE version?
Because I at least have hope for the AEW prediction game. Okay. Cut me a little slack here.
When does the AEW one end? Because we
I don't know.
started. When was the first show? In like May?
No, in the summer, I believe. I
Wasn't
think
it
it's
all
like
out?
all in or all out. Yeah, something like that.
It's Double or Nothing, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
That was the first one after, with the TV side of it, weren't it? But
No, Double or Nothing was the first of their own pay-per-views, and then I think
sorry.
was it Full Gear was their first one, or was it All Out?
It was all out, and then was it Fighter Fest, Fight for the Fallen.
Double or Nothing was May 25th, and they do have another one for May 23rd.
Okay.
So, oh my god, this is the last one.
Yeah.
This is it for this season of the AEW prediction game.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They only have 4 pay-per-views a year until they start adding more.
Well, shit. Hang on a minute, and you're hoping to pull this back, Smooth?
Yeah, somehow
By predicting the same as all of us.
at this point I just want to be over 50%.
You're exactly on 50% right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised I'm doing as well as I am, because I don't know who anybody is. That's not totally true. I know some people.
Well, you know these guys. We've got Dustin Rhodes, formerly known as Goldust,
I know him.
versus Jake Hager Swagger.
I know him.
You know him as well.
Jake
This is
Hagar
his first match.
Yeah.
First match in AEW. He's been standing around for a long time. The Big Hurt. And now he gets his match against Dustin Rhodes, whose arm he broke in a car door a few months ago.
And
Mushroom.
can you link us a tweet or anything that look for the stage, what it looks like, so that we can throw it up on the stream?
The stage?
Yeah, he's saying that the stage for Revolution looks pretty awesome. And we'd like
Oh.
to see a picture of that. If you could. Throw it up on the screen. I'm going to probably go with... this is a tough one, because, I kind of want to go with Dustin Rhodes. And, granted, does he really need the win? That's the thing. Jake Hager's the strong arm guy for the Inner Circle Painmaker posse, and he can't really lose in his first match. He's undefeated in MMA. So I think going for that, I've talked myself into Jake Hager here with the power of the swaggy, if you ask me.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Yeah, I don't know much about what's been happening, but if this is his first match, then I imagine he's winning it. So I'm going with
Jake
Hager.
Alright.
I'm going with Swagger.
Okay.
We the people.
Huh.
He doesn't do that anymore.
No, that's bad creative.
Shame.
That's bad creative. Hager's all round, is it? Oh man, I don't know if I should join in with that one.
That We the People thing was so over.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it still could be, but it seems like they don't want to carry on with WWE gimmicks. Man, you're all right. It's his first match, so he should win.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's definitely all right. But
And Gold, what's his name now? Dustin. He doesn't need to lose it. Win it even, sorry.
this is his revenge. He should win.
I think
No,
he does, and he just beats, like, Hager beats the shit out of him afterwards.
Alright, let's see here.
That could happen.
This is from Ed. Twitter.
I'm-
This stage, yeah, you're right, Ed. This does look incredible. Look at this. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
cool looking stage.
Yeah, you got the TNA tunnels right here, the big screens. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Oh, even the ramp there is lit up as well. Nice.
And they said they weren't going to copy WWE.
Yeah, totally fan of them. I'm gonna go for Rhodes.
Ooh.
Just to be
Cody.
different.
There you go.
It may be a big mistake, but I'm doing it. What's next? What's next? We have. Let's try Darby All In taking on Sammy Guevara in this mid-card match here.
Darby Allin's, All In Allen is the skateboarder.
Yep,
And he's been kind of terrorizing Sammy Guevara for quite some time.
he has.
Also, Ed in the chat says if Dustin wins, it's because of a reverse decision. Because the Hager goes berserk or something like that. I could see that happening. I could see that definitely happening for sure. Or like he gets himself disqualified because he dick kicks Dustin. Something like that. Yeah. Definitely feasible. I think I kind of like Sammy Guevara. I kind of like Darby Allin. I'm probably gonna go with Guevara on this one. I feel. Actually, no. Darby. No, yeah, Darby. Sorry.
Okay. Me too. Darby All In.
Okay. Beans
I'll
or
go
Hook?
with the other guy just to be
Guevara?
Mr. Mix-Up.
Alright.
Him.
Beans.
Yeah, I'm not sure on this one. I think they could go either way with it and it'll work. I think they'll probably give it Allen though, just because he's been getting big pops and seems to be over at the moment. So yeah, I'll go Allen.
All right. There you go.
There it is. So, next up, Cody versus MJF. Finally, this match is happening.
Cody. Without batting an eye, Cody.
It really should be.
I think I think Wardlow gets involved somehow. Cody just like knocks him out with something. Maybe with the ring.
But isn't it too easy? Isn't that too easy that Cody just wins?
Keep it simple, you know. Keep it simple and tell a good
I
story.
think
And that's what
I was
this
going to
is
say though, I could see MJF winning it just purely because like Cody's sacrificed so much to get to this point that
Yeah.
it's even more heartbreaking that when he does, you know, it all goes wrong kind of thing.
Maybe Cody
But
wins, but MJF demands a rematch at like I don't know, the next show.
Yeah, it's difficult as well because
Yeah. A lot of these matches are kind of difficult because you can definitely see it going, you know, one way or the other. I know Chuck likes to, you know, joke about it, like, yeah, it literally could be one way or the other.
Could be one or the other. There are two options here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Cody just purely because he lost at the last one.
Yeah.
And I know he doesn't need wins, but
I'll go Cody as well.
Okay.
Only Booker T.
One person or the other, Chuck. Who's it going to be?
Who is it going to be? That is the question.
Respect.
Respect. It should be Cody, but I feel like that's just ending the storyline, and MJF has had no wins for too long.
Yeah, he hasn't really been booked in matches for some reason for the longest time. Don't know why.
Well, he's like had like a win here and there against like nobody.
Yeah.
He beat I can't even remember what's the guy's name. Jeez, it doesn't even matter. He's had a win here and there. But is it QT Marshall? Did he beat QT Marshall?
Probably.
Possibly. I just feel like if he screws Cody in that title match, sets all of these challenges which Cody just does, and then he loses, then he's a chump.
I don't know about that. I don't think he's a chump.
I think he's a chump. He even got thrown in the pool on the boat.
Arguably, that made him look like a chump.
Yeah.
especially when he couldn't swim.
Yeah. How dare you?
Yeah, he can't swim. MJF, I'm doing it.
I mean, actually, if you throw someone in a pool that can't swim, isn't that attempted murder?
I don't know,
Only
maybe.
if you know that they can't swim.
Yeah. Maybe Cody didn't know. Or the Young Bucks, for that matter. Yeah, okay. Three to go. We're almost done.
Yeah, the title matches now.
Yeah.
So let's start out with the tag titles,
Okay.
which is going to be a fun one. The Young Bucks are challenging their elite teammates Kenny Omega and Adam Page, unlikely champions.
I'm going with Young Bucks. I think this is where Omega and Page fall apart. In my opinion. I think, yep. Excuse me, and the Young Bucks, who are the vice presidents of the company, are gonna get their own tag team title reign. Hooray! I'm less than thrilled about that if that happens.
Yeah, I'll go with Smooth. I'll go the same. Young Bucks.
I'm wondering if it's too early for them to change it up.
Yeah, exactly. I think so.
And in the chat, apparently this happened on the pre-show. And in the chat says we all got a point with the Dark Orders. So there we go. All right.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice.
My stream's a little behind.
Right.
Here it comes. SU setting up for something, but
I think it's
getting foiled.
I think it's the first time that's happened where we've predicted a show that's already in progress before the match happens, and then the outcome happens on the prediction show. There you go.
It must have happened with AEW before.
Maybe.
I think.
But I don't think it happened.
I think the
with
first one, in
outcome.
fact.
Yeah.
Didn't that Double or Nothing? We had like the Casino Battle Royal going on.
That started, but we were off the air when it finished.
Before the actual finish. Yeah. There it is. Yeah, Dark Order wins. Thanks. Sweet.
Okay. Bean, so you got.
Are you hammering like a joypad there?
Yeah, it sounds like it will.
Sorry, I'm typing something. And I'm
really?
using the.
Just like.
No, I'm using a remote, Fire TV remote.
Ah,
right, clicky.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna go with. Oh.
two choices.
I'll go with Omega and Page. I think they're going to carry it on a little bit longer.
What the hell?
Really?
Okay, so the Dark Order had all the creepers show up, and I don't know if he. God. So to make the save here for SCU, guess who would make the save for SCU?
I mean, Scorpio Sky was in the match. Kazarian was in the match. Christopher Daniels
Yeah.
was on the outside.
Logic says Chris Daniels, but it was obviously someone stupid.
No,
Yeah.
someone from outside
Oh,
to make the save for these guys.
Kenny Omega.
Vince Russo.
Vince Russo may have been less of a swerve. It's Colt Cabana.
What?
Scotty Goldman is in the house. What is he doing in the Revolution Zone?
What?
Yeah, that's where they went. Now he's getting beaten up as well.
Okay, good.
Is there going to be a second save here? Is CM Punk coming out? Oh, there's someone in a cape. There's someone in a cloak with a hood.
Superman.
It looks like a budget Undertaker.
Oh my God.
He's in a completely... But it's Chris Daniels,
Oh!
and he's diving on everyone.
Okay.
He's not the Exalted One.
Wait, is he the Exalted One or no?
I don't know. This could be a
Oh, okay.
swerve, but
Alright.
he's fighting the Dark Order.
Well, while that's happening, Omega and Page or Young Bucks, Chuck? Who you got?
I think Beans is right that it's too early, but I also think maybe they're going to implode now to then have the match on, presumably Double or Nothing 2 is going to be like their WrestleMania, and maybe they could have their singles match there. So I'll go with the Bucks. Seems too early, but
Alright.
for storyline purposes,
Is this not the WrestleMania?
No, I don't
um,
think it is.
I'm sure I read an interview with Cody Rhodes, and he said that it looks like this one's probably going to be the one that they treat as a WrestleMania type show.
Oh, okay, well,
Oh, really?
maybe it is. Alright. Then it would make sense for the next one to be the fresh season or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really see that. This card doesn't look that great.
Yeah.
I think he's more so on long term. It's in like
Yeah.
something they're going to do every year kind of thing. And then...
Right.
Maybe.
That I could see. Alright, so the women's match, Nyla Rose and Chris Statlander. Who you got?
That's it. This is another one that seems kind of thrown together.
Yeah.
This is why I don't see a WrestleMania card here. Pac and Orange Cassidy and Nyla Rose, Chris Statlander. It's out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Nyla Rose has got to retain, hasn't she? It's
She
too
just
soon.
got it.
Yeah.
And she
And
said
she
she was
just
gonna
called
be...
herself the Queen Bee of
Yeah.
this hive,
Oh, God.
which is a terrible line. But
Yeah. She said she was going to be the one-time women's champion, which is a very bold thing to say, because... I mean, Riho beat her before the... she won the championship off of her. I don't know if you want to just call yourself a one-time champion, but...
I think she could be a one-time champion.
Yeah.
I think she might be right. Not for the reason that she said, but I think she might be right.
Ooh. Beans, who you got?
Nyla Rose.
Okay. And Will.
Yeah, Nyla Rose.
Okay. Main event.
And you, Smoot?
Oh, Nyla. Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. I'm a big fan of her. I like the fact that she finally beat Riho and won the belt off of her, because I'm not a fan of the Riho act, I have to say. Not a fan.
Ah. Why?
Not a fan. I just don't like it.
She's got so much heart.
Yeah, she's also 98 pounds. Maybe that's what it is.
It's just
You're sizist.
your size
Maybe.
is
Maybe.
You're like
You're-
Vince.
you're old school. Yeah, you like your wrestlers to look like wrestlers.
Goddamn,
Thin
how's she
shaming
98
people.
pounds and the champion? That doesn't make any sense. The fuck? Main event, Jericho Moxley for the AEW Championship. Who you got?
That is it.
Yeah.
No stipulations.
That's it.
Moxley weighed in. Jericho didn't weigh in.
Oh, that was such a great segment. I don't know what the point of a weigh-in is, but
Not in a heavyweight match with no
Yeah,
weight limits.
Right. I don't understand. Yeah, I didn't understand the whole weigh-in, but the fact that Moxley just headbutted Jericho and then like stabbed his the bridge of his nose with his eye patch from what it looked like, leaving Jericho a bloody mess. It was incredible. You know what? I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go John Goddamn Moxley.
Whoa!
Or John Moxley, as Justin Roberts calls him.
Was he doing that again, is he?
Yeah.
Yep. For a different John.
I went to the Cena. He's gone about 3 weeks. I'm gonna pick Jericho.
Makes sense for Jericho to retain. You can hold on to it for a little while longer. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, I kind of think he should. He's been so good.
Especially with everybody singing Judas as he comes out. It's amazing. It's pretty amazing. Alright, who you got?
Moxley's won everything.
Yeah.
He keeps winning everything he does. I think he could take some kind of screwjob loss and come back to win it next time.
Yeah,
I think that would work.
Possibly. So you're gonna go with Jericho?
I'm gonna wait to see what Beans does.
Oh!
Tactical predicting.
I'm gonna wait until what Chucks does.
Oh, come on!
No,
After 3.
no, even though I think it is a bit too soon, probably, I think they're gonna switch it to Moxley.
Ooh. Respect.
Both is back.
Beans goes with Moxley. Chucks, who you got?
Jericho.
Oh.
Ooh.
You should have just said the opposite of whatever Beans picks.
Yeah, I kind of think I'm wrong here, and I've probably cost myself the whole season of AEW.
Let's see, real quick. What did you guys split on? The Jake Hager, Dustin Rhodes match, the tag match.
The tag.
Cody
MJF.
and the main event. This could be something. What happens?
Yeah.
Real quick before we get out of here, what happens if this ends in a tie? What are you guys gonna do? You're just gonna be co-champions? You're gonna Rochambeau? What's gonna happen?
It's going to be 10 lashes.
Oh I really didn't like the fact that they whipped Cody Rhodes during Black History Month. I thought that was really.
Ow! You really
It was
have to
kind
be
of.
looking for
It was
things
kind
to
of.
get offended
It was kind of in poor taste. Not gonna lie.
by. I haven't heard anyone else bring that up.
It's the little things I notice. Okay. Anyway, before we get out of here, Ed in the chat's asking a question. Any thoughts on the Cena Fiend locked in for Mania? I don't see why that match couldn't have been for the WWE title. And if the whole could Cena win the 17-time championship? Would it have been? Is there ring rust on Cena? Could he do it? Could he not do it? I think that's a better story going into it rather than just putting the title on Goldberg, who's probably going to go up against Roman Reigns, which I don't think anybody is going to be excited for.
Speaking of Roman Reigns,
yeah.
Before we go, so Drew McIntyre had to go through a 30-man Royal Rumble.
Yes.
And won, and now he gets a main event at WrestleMania.
Yes.
Have they actually confirmed that he's going to face him?
Yeah. So, Roman Reigns just goes out to the ring and says, "I'm next." And
So
gets
they're not
the
even
championship match at
making
WrestleMania.
a chamber match to go
Isn't that- yeah, I
for
thought
the
that was
number
what
one
the chamber was
contenders.
for.
No, it's actually confirmed. The match is on.
Well, what the hell are they going to do a chamber match for?
I
What the
think. I don't know what they did for. Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up. That's actually.
I mean, granted, you're just going to think, well, Roman Reigns is going to win the chamber match, but still, You could at least, humor
Yeah,
us.
you gotta go through the motions, yeah.
So apparently
But-
they're doing a SmackDown Tag Title Chamber match and
That's right, I did hear that, actually.
a women's chamber match for the Raw title shot.
Yeah.
I swear they put 6 names out for the chamber. Because Robert Roode was in it, and I was like, "What the hell's Robert Roode doing in it?"
I think that was a rumor.
There was a
Yeah,
leak.
but it was like
yeah,
advertising or something that they sent out.
Yeah.
I think it might have been
That's
the
something to
arena.
check.
The arena itself put something out a couple of months
Yeah.
ago. But... Yeah, so he just gets to go out and say, I'm next, and
That's
get some out.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Apparently.
Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think anybody really wants to see Reigns and Goldberg for the title. I think if you had the title still on the Fiend, and it becomes a story of like, can Cena break the 17-time streak or whatever, break Ric Flair's record? I think that's a more compelling story than what they're doing right now. Because
But then you would have to have Cena win the chamber.
I guess, but he doesn't have to win the title off of the Fiend. That's the thing. I don't know.
So hang on a minute. So what's the chamber matches again?
It's
Oh,
right
you
now,
said the tag.
right now.
Raw
it's just-
women's title match.
Yeah,
So Shayna's winning that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And one just for the SmackDown titles. So
Yeah.
Miz and Morrison are in it.
And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, 2.
That's just bizarre.
All right. Well, that's gonna. We'll talk more about that next week. We got to get out of here. Revolution's about to start, and we hope that you enjoy the show. We'll be back next week to predict the Elimination Chamber with only 2 matches announced. 1? Who knows?
3.
3. Okay. Well, hopefully there's more booked by the time we come at you next week. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time. Take care. Good night, everybody. Enjoy Revolution.
Bye bye.